This your first anybody. I'm talking to everybody. Hey,
this here for anybody. I'm talking to everybody. This here for anybody. I'm talking to everybody. Bitches and hoes, phony ass bros. You know I roll. I'm from the gold. I'm from the boat. Run you a back, so you a old. This is for anybody. I'm talking to everybody. Bitches and hoes, phony ass bros. You know I roll.
We're now tuned in with another nice episode of Putting On People Radio, Pop Radio Worldwide, iHeartradio, Spotify Premium. You can check out the Pop Radio content on either the YouTube, like I said, iHeartradio, Spotify Premium. We appreciate all the love we're getting on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all the other platforms as well. Being a content creator, those who work hard every day, it gets a little bit hard, and sometimes your content gets lost. So I appreciate the people who do find our stuff interesting enough or be interesting enough to give us some love or the appreciation of us creating content for you. The nature of this video is I've been getting awkward requests for interviews from different people. And I go and I view their content and I check them out to see what they're talking about, stuff like that. And my message to you guys is, we're creating content. Do your homework. Don't ask people the same questions. Find out their background. Even be a little bit more interesting and creative and original on how you approach the individual you're actually trying to interview. I get people that just want to get around me, either because they see me in a picture with a little Dirk or Jada Kiss or DMX or Twister, will see me on the radio, will have no idea of my roots and backgrounds. I did have an interesting interview not too long ago, and very educational for a lot of people. I recommend those and really motivate you to go check out the interview on my story with Voces Urbana, New York. They are urban voices in New York. The interview, yes, was bilingual and in Spanish, but the guy asked me some pretty amazing questions. He really did his research on me. He kind of understood that, I came into the whole industry through the art of poetry. He didn't know I did 20 years, which really, threw him off guard, but the message was so powerful that, it just made the whole interview a lot more better. My hat goes out for the good questions, but, do your research, because it could have been a way more better interview if you knew that I did, I was locked up. The guy was dope, man, picked up on the fly. He knew what questions to ask, so it was pretty, educational, like I said. I did get asked questions lately. Maybe they haven't been on the big platforms, but some I think I should answer, man, directly on my platform and educate you a little bit more on, not only my story, but my truth. That doesn't get out there enough or across the way it should. I've been working real hard. Yes, I did do, time away. I was gone for 2 decades. But determination, hope, faith, consistency will take you a long way. There ain't no shortcuts. You come home and there's a big bag waiting on you. Whatever you see on TV, that ain't true. You can make it independently. You don't need a big support system to start. All you need is your drive, your hard work and dedication. People asked me the other day, man, how the hell did you pull off, not only some of the moves you've done, but the big pun celebration? Here, check out this clip for a second.
Well, I mean, I mess heavy with New York, and I mess heavy with the royal family. I'm connected to the whole Bronx. Chicago, these are stand-up, and Latinos need to work more and get more involved. So I figured, why not bring the royal family and celebrate life on Punch B Day right in Chicago and bring them here.
Okay, that's what's up. So let them know some of the people that's going to be there that night. Let them know, bro.
We got Chris Rivers, we got Star Rios, which are both Punch babies. We got his best friend, Cuban Links, DJ Tony Touch, and myself.
Okay, that's what it do. Real TTV and Mayha's hosting.
Man, those are the wonderful hosts. I got Radio Mayha and, of course, Real T.
Real T on my beat.
So, salute to, all the powers that be. Thank God for, allowing me to always be so inspired and moved. Shout out to Sean Dale of Power 92 for putting that on the radio. Shout out to Radio Mayha and Real T of Power 92 who came out and hosted the event. Shout out to the whole Big Pump family. Shout out to the Human Link. Shout out to Tony Touch. Shout out to all the local artists who came out and rocked that night. It was snow probably almost as this bad right now that night. But if you listen to my interview on the radio for Chicago's Power 92 Best in the Streets in Chicago, I told them it was about unity. I've been getting asked all these questions, man. And sometimes I hate getting put up under the gun, but when you jump in fire, you can't do nothing but expect for it to be hot. You know what I'm saying? I knew when I jumped in the industry, I was going to have to be more public. I was going to have to, not only reinvent myself, but re-educate myself. Understand that, just like I played chess and I played baseball and I played other sports, I was really going to have to, learn the fundamentals of the industry. And, with the fundamentals were really the business aspect of it. Knowing, everybody's talented, according to, the Lord. We're all special. And when it comes to the industry, even though some people are a little bit more gifted than the other person, everybody has their own identity and their own originality and their own gift. So it's just, first fundamentals is knowing the business aspect of it. I've always believed, man, I've heard Busta Rhymes say, I've heard him come out and publicly say, the originators of hip hop were black people and Puerto Rican. I myself maybe, went away for 20 years and watched Pac and DMX and a whole bunch of other greats blow up and even come and go. But I myself, in a whole other essence, experienced the growth of hip hop. I grew up with the big laces and the Pumas and the shell toes and the Adidas and the Theodoras and the break dancing. And, my gift was spoken word, and it took me a while to discover it all the way when I was away. The Prince of Pain discovered the pain and the gift of poetry while he was locked up, going through real hard pain, evolving. So, getting back all into this and that and the other, it took me a little while to evolve. It took me a little while to grow. It took me a little while to, have my own platform on iHeartradio, Spotify, and all that, and learn the ins and outs and professionally, charge a buck and make a professional career out of what I, in my heart, feel I was destined to do and just placed to do. I didn't ask to do a big, to be in the middle of a whole bunch of energy on Big Pun's birthday and, just be so connected and have the opportunity to make something happen. I didn't ask for it. I didn't dream about it. I did it. I did it from my heart. And I didn't, but there's other, instances. I didn't ask to, go rock out and open up for DMX for 15 minutes in Chicago, thousands of people. I didn't ask to go on the road with him. These were things that just opportunities that presented themselves because I guess they were meant for me. I they get asked all these hip hop questions. Yes, number one, I do salute my fans, my people, my supporters, whatever, my groupies, my ex, my exes, my friends, my foes, whatever you want to call, the people that have been in my path, in my seasons during, these times that I have, had to go through and learn and just evolve. I was just ranked on ranker.com, top 100 best Latino artists in the world. I got on the list, I ain't gonna stump about a good, within the year. I looked up and I was at about 30, 40 something. And I was like, cool, that's very motivational. But then I look up and I'm at 7, So salute to all you guys who's, giving me that Latino push, that's giving me that underdog push, that's giving me that Chicago push, that urban push, that know that I came a long way and came from absolutely nothing. And it's the message and messenger that anybody can do it. Another question. Okay, so I addressed I want to say the big pun thing. I did it because I wanted there to be unity, more coming from, Chicago, since I came in the whole circle of hip hop and industry and, legends and shows and music. I just thought, man, that as I looked around and as me being a leader in the positions that I play in life and in my circle, and if I had the chance to do it, why not do it? So, have I made more relations? Is there a lot more unity than then? There's only so much. I wish other powers that would focus more on some of the Chicago talent. And I'm only speaking of Latino hip hop right now. Like the people in charge of the shit, the people who got the big, hugest platforms, all the way to Puerto Rico, all the way to Miami, New York. Reach out to some of the Chicago artists that are killing themselves and breaking their neck to put out music and do some collaborations with them. Don't wait for them to blow the hell up and you want to own their masters and, just publish them or even want to charge them to be on your mixtape or whatever. Work with them because they've earned it. There's people out in Chicago that have earned it, that do also deserve the mainstream platform that just, financially ain't wanted to pay for it yet because there's other, things to focus on and are more, important than, especially during a pandemic time right now that we're going through. So all I'm saying is, has, and always will be for me to see my people go a lot further, and more unified. I get this question asked all the time. Well, why you don't rock with none of them dudes, them Latinos? Do you got something against Fat Joe? I get that question asked all the time. I even went on other platforms and they've asked me, why did you shoot, or not shoot literally, but why did you take shots and drop a diss on Tony Sunshine? To answer the question about, Joe, he's accomplished a lot of things in hip hop. One thing I've never been is a hater. So personally, I have nothing, to gain by hating on that man or saying anything derogatory if he ain't ever did nothing to me. So no. I also want to go further on the record and say that I wish, since Cuban Link is my brother, that they squash the shit. Then maybe they make some more legendary moments. The whole Terror Squad as a whole, and everybody, get to a level of success where they should be at. Shout out to them guys on Hip Hop Uncensored Podcast. That was the same thing I said then, that's the same thing I say now. The Tony Sunshine thing, it happened. It was nothing but music. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally. I wound up getting a song in my email. me being Cuban's friend at the, real close, watching him, and Cuban into it back and forth on the internet. I guess, I took it a little bit, I don't want to say personal, but enough to go play the sport of lyricism and hip hop, man. I made a song, I never not once said, nothing childish, ignorant. I don't carry myself in that fashion. I didn't get on live saying I'm gonna break nobody's jaw, I'm gonna hurt nobody, or nothing like that. I definitely don't want to see nobody get hurt over the internet, over a song, over nothing like that. I personally, firsthand know that a lot of this stuff ain't nothing but cat when it comes to the industry. You know what I'm saying? And what's marketable, what sells. But we're past, a lot of people been exposed over the 2020 and the 2021 year. And I'm sure when we all get, are able to, come back outside, the real will be, still standing strong. And the people who are trolls and don't even belong to this culture will be, canceled, Fun fact. I'm always asking people on my show a fun fact about themselves, especially the girls. Give y'all a fun fact about Pop. Sometimes I'm asked, hey, Pop, you be messing with New York, have you? Why you messing with New York? So, I was actually born in Brooklyn, New York, and at the age of 2, my parents came to Humboldt Park. So, I always got New York heavy in my heart. I got a lot of love for New York, man, and I want to send a major salute to Gilly X Delgado, man. That's my brother in the BX. A lot of the BX, every time I go there, they probably wouldn't know nothing about Pop if it weren't for Gilly. Cuban Link, got a lot of love for Cuban Link. That's my brother. When they come to Chicago, they're, also acknowledged with the same respect and the same love and admiration. So shout out to them guys, man. Gilly, he already knows what it is. He comes to Chicago to see the minister, Farrakhan, and, it's a great bond and connection and to share knowledge, love, understanding. Now that's unity, you know what I'm saying? That's more than unity, that's powerful. And when you brothers start waking up and understanding that unity is power and knowledge also comes from being an OG. You guys will respect the OGs a little bit more. I understand if you having these little, gray hairs coming out, you won't even make it there. If, you ain't take a little game and eat from the OGs. And I got a lot of my game from the OGs. So salute to all the older guys that helped Pop get to this age and level in life, period. Salute to all my followers, salute to all my loved ones, salute to everybody right there. Just hit them little like buttons and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love you. It's your boy Princess Pain. Another little, chapter of my life I wanted to share with you guys. The book will be out soon. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. More music on the way, baby. As far as what I'm doing right now, I'm just pretty much working on myself. I got caught up in learning a lot of the business, a lot of the, distribution, a lot of the making better music. And, I was just putting out singles, man, running around doing shows. And you get to a whole nother level where you put it all together. You're like, whoa, I got this. So right now I'm working on a few different things. I got a book I'm working on, which is it's not my life story, but a lot of life lessons, called The Art of Mastering Pain. You want to take a ride with me on a journey and get a lesson out of every chapter, you're going to want to buy that book. So The Art of Mastering Pain will be out, hopefully, sometime by the fall. Working on that. I'm halfway there. I'm trying to knock out a chapter or 2 a day. I'm working on that album, late for my out date. I don't know if I'm going to change the title yet, but I'm halfway there on the songs. I'm also working on a mixtape I'm dropping probably by the summer. I've dropped a single already with Beetle with Die. It's a little baby remix. It's called Everybody. So check that out. I mean, everything now is just staying consistent. I've been booked. I've been booked, since the pandemic. The radio, we had to learn how to, transform it and take it to a whole nother virtual level. But thank God we've kept up with our, business aspect of it, and LLCs and distribution and stuff. So we've learned how to, use all these tools to still be a productive but non-people radio station and podcast. I'll be this weekend with Debbie at Ocean's Gentlemen's Club in Bedford Park, Illinois. 50 Cent will be there for DJ Ferris' birthday party, one of the dopest DJs in Chicago. Hypno Carlito will be dropping Good Karma too soon. Big shout out to that brother there, man. I was on my phone giving me a little bit of advice, telling me how to stay encouraged and sucker free and maneuver through the stuff. He was one of the first people who told me at the beginning, don't be another local artist, man. Move differently. And I've, always done that. So stay connected, man. Anybody trying to get on our platform, hit the email, popradioworldwide@gmail.com. I am going to start taking bookings soon. For other stuff, get ready for the book, The Art of Mastering Pain, and go check out this single right now. Everybody, do or die. Your boy Prince of Pain, Lil Baby remix. Let's get it.
This is for hood, this is for squad, this is for niggas that rock with the mob, this is for niggas that's getting them bricks, this for them bitches that hop on my dick, this is for bitches that's hanging around, we hit the club, we put it down, this is for niggas that's showing that bread, we got them hitters that go for your head.